Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Since obviously this Friday we have had an early dismissal, we do not have our quiz on Friday, but we are going to have our quiz on Monday. So I'm making this video to kind of help you guys out, do a little bit of a prep before you take your quiz on Monday. So this is the quiz review we worked on all day Thursday. Okay, and if you take a look here, all right, I'm just going to kind of jump in here. Solve the following equations. We can distribute the minus sign in, so we get 9 minus x minus 3 equals 19. Combine like terms, 9 minus 3 is 6, minus x equals 19. Subtract 6 over, divide both sides by -1, we get x equals -13. Okay? Number 2, x over 3 equals 1/6. To get rid of a denominator, you do the opposite. Well, the opposite of dividing is multiply. So I'm multiplying both sides by 3. So I get x equals 3 over 6. We can reduce that down to 1/2. All right, number 3 here. I can distribute the -4 in. 8a plus 20a plus 8 equals 12a. When you distribute, you have to go all the way across. Combine like terms. 8a and 20a is 28a. I'm going to go ahead and subtract, plus 8 equals 12a. Now, I'm going to subtract 28a over, which gives me -16a. I can divide both sides by -16, so I get a equals 8 divided by -16, or -1/2. Okay? So again, just kind of following steps, going through the motions, you get the idea. Number 4, x over -4 equals 5. Multiply both sides by -4, x equals -20. This is a nice one to check too. You can check all these answers, which is the nice part about all of them. If I took -20 divided by -4, I do get 5. I know I'm good. Okay, so you can be 100% sure. Pardon the interruption.
I apologize for the interruption, but please be aware that all after-school activities have been canceled. Again, all after-school activities have been canceled.
Okay. Number 5, you can distribute the 4 in. 4x minus 4 plus 3x equals 17. Combine like terms, 7x. I'm going to go ahead and add 4 over. We get 21. X equals 3. Okay. And number 6, 11x minus 15x plus 7. Combine like terms.
Pardon the interruption. Attention students, the Avidum Club sponsored talent show originally scheduled for this evening has been postponed due to the weather. An alternate date will be provided in the near future. Thank you.
You guys can tell I'm making this like right before 12 o'clock we have our dismissal, so sorry for all the interruptions, but we're all getting excited to go home early on a Friday. All right, so we get -4.5 there. You can see the work shown. Again, combine like terms, so forth. Okay? All right. Number 1, word problem. A rectangle is width of 12 feet and area of 156 feet. So a rectangle is length times width. Well, they're giving you 2 of them. They're giving you the area is 156, and the length, the width is 12. We're trying to find length. Divide both sides by 12. We end up getting the length equals 13 feet. Make sure you remember units. Units, units, units. Okay? Yeah. All right. The simple interest formula, I on an investment of P dollars and interest rate of R for T years is given by the formula I equals PRT. Solve the formula for T. Well, I need to get everything around T away from it. So I have to divide both sides by PR. Okay? So we get T equals I divided by PR. All right? That's it. Like, you can't combine anything together. I can't reduce anything down, so I'm keeping things separated. You got to keep them separated. Part B, solve for T for an investment of $4,800. So that's my principal. So that comes down here. With $62 interest, that's your I. Interest rate of 2.5. Now be careful, 2.5% is 0.025 as a decimal. All right, be careful. Calculator, clear it. 62 divided by, I need parentheses for my denominator, 4,800 times 0.025. Close it. 0.5416 or 0.54 years. I know that's basically your answer right there. If you think about it, what would 0.54 years roughly translate to in terms of months? Well, half of a year would be 6 months. Just a thought, kind of relating it to something that makes sense. So it would take you 6 months to earn that much interest with that kind of interest rate. Okay? Awesome. Okay, moving on to the back, moving things along. Here, distribute the minus sign in. we get 5 minus 3t plus 7t squared minus 4t squared minus 40t plus 9. Make sure all these are getting their signs changed. Now combine like terms. If you need a highlighter, colored pencil, something, feel free to grab it. You're allowed to use a highlighter on the keystone as well. 3t squared, negative 3t minus 40t is minus 43t, not 40t. 5 and 9 is 14. All right, good to go. All right. Now, if it's a plus, we don't have to change any signs, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and write out 5y cubed minus y squared. And I can write them out because there's no y cubes and no y squared anywhere else. Plus 3. 3x, I do have an x over here. If I combine them together, I get 4x. Minus 4x squared plus x cubed. Okay, boom. I can't combine anything else together because there's no other like terms. All right, so there you go. Again, you got to keep them separated. Part C, 8x plus 8 times quantity x minus 1. This is your FOIL method, so you can draw your little FOIL dude here. He's smiling at you. X times x is x squared. X and negative 1 is negative x. 8 and x is 8x. 8 and negative 1 is minus 8. The outside-inside terms can join together to give you 7x. There we go. We get a trinomial. Okay? All right, part D. Distribute the x in. Negative 2x cubed plus x squared minus 4x. Okay? Because you're adding your exponents whenever you have an x times an x. Then the negative 5 gets distributed in. Look how I do this because it makes things a lot easier for you. Negative 5 times negative 2x squared gives me 10x squared. So I'm going to put that right beneath the x squared. Negative 5 and x is negative 5x. Negative 5 and negative 4, when I multiply them, give me plus 20. Negative 2x cubed plus 11x squared minus 9x plus 20. All's well, okay? All's good. E, again, another foiling problem. Pardon the interruption.
Attention all high school track students. Tomorrow's event, Oxen Rider Relays, has been canceled. Again, Oxen Rider Relays for tomorrow has been canceled.
Okay, so it's again our example of a FOIL problem. Okay. Lastly, this is distributing it in. So negative 12x to the 5th. You add your exponents. Class is over. We get plus 11x to the 4th minus 3x squared. All right, simple enough. Okay, nearing the end here. X squared plus 10x plus 21. Here's your factoring. 21 goes up top, 10 goes down low. Numbers that multiply to give you 21 but add up to 10. 7 and 3. Parentheses, x plus 7, x plus 3. Very good. Okay. Quick check. 7 plus 3, does that give me 10? Boom, sure it does. We're all good. Okay. Same thing right here. 20 up top, 9 down low. Numbers that multiply to give you 20 but add to 9. 5 and 4. X plus 5, x plus 4. Does 4 and 5 add up to 9? Sure does. We're good. Now this one might throw you off. However, you got to rewrite it in standard form. Okay, so you wouldn't want to make this and put 3 up top, negative 18 down here. Negative 18 goes up top, 3 goes here. Numbers that multiply negative 18 but then combine to get 3, 6, and negative 3. Okay, we have to subtract that. So we end up getting x plus 6, x minus 3. Okay? Hey, TJ, have a good weekend. You're on the video now. Awesome. Okay. So then number 1. All right. All right, we're good. So we can double check ourselves. 6 minus 3 is 3. All's well. Finally, 15x squared over 10x. Reduce 3 over 2. But when I have x squared over x, I can take away 1x from both of them. I'm just left with x on top. 18x over 36. Reduce 1 over 2. But I still have that x chilling up top. Good. Finally, you're looking for a GCF, greatest common factor. 15, 5, and negative 10. Everything is divisible by 5. So divide the top by 5 and divide each of these terms by 5. Now you might be inclined to think, hey, I can cancel those x's out too. But that x has to be common over here as well in order for everything to cancel out with the x's. Okay? So I know this is a short video. It's only about 10 minutes long. Pencil. But hopefully this helps you guys in preparation for Monday. Good luck. We're all counting on you.